Greetings, pilgrim, and welcome to the video. It is the most perfect autumnal day today, so we have come out to Sheffield Park, which is one of our favourite National Trust parks, and we thought the beautiful landscape would lend itself quite perfectly to what we're going to be doing today, which is watercolours. Something that I am not familiar with at all. Maybe as a kid I dabbled in watercolours, but I don't know anything about them. But this is the perfect place to try it because there is so much variety of colour, and there's animals, there's ducks, a couple of ducks, there's a huge lake, there's bridges, it's perfect. So there's so many trees, there's more trees than you can shake a stick at. So yeah, we're gonna go on a little explore, we're gonna see what inspires us, gonna try and zoom into little cool things and paint them. All right, got my watercolors, let's get going. Okay, I think I found a spot that I'm going to start with to try, so I'm going to take a seat right here. PJ, there's no chair right there. I've come prepared. PJ, what is this Tron-esque disc you've got here? You're going to be hurling that into the river? Watch the birdie. I have a portable chair. It's perfect. I really focused in on this rock. This rock really caught my eye. I don't know why, it just did. Just the way it's poking out of the water there. So I've taken a little closer look at that and I've kind of sketched out a very rough design with pencil. And I think now I'm gonna try and throw in some watercolors and see what I can do. Of course, you'll notice that I couldn't resist and I have already added the KickThePj flair. I've given it some eyes because everything has to have eyes, even the rocks have eyes. I'm happy with that. My first little watercolor postcard of Sheffield Park. I was gonna like do some inking over it, but I actually don't know if it needs it. That was fun. I like that. I like how the watercolor paper blends so easily. You can make mistakes, but as Bob Ross would say, there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. Let's find another spot. So some peacocks arrived and they're really beautiful, but I don't think I'm quite ready to paint them with watercolors just yet. That's watercoloring on expert mode, and I'm still doing baby beginner mode, so let's find something a little easier. The KickThePj fan club has arrived. Yeah, this way guys, this way. Guys, this way. Thank you. So we're taking a little walk around and we're looking out for anything else that kind of inspires, you know. It's hard, inspiration's a weird one. It's like you don't know when you're going to be inspired. I might find a really inspiring looking stick and be like, that's it, that's my next masterpiece. Until that stick comes along, I'm just out here looking around, you know. Ooh, inspiration might have struck. Okay, so I found this little guy. This is a very cool, inspiring looking tree. I'm gonna set up my disc and I'm gonna give it a go. Well, I've done a rough sketch here of my cute little red tree. I've left the leaves to be a little bit more ambiguous. I've done a general shape and I'm gonna go in and make it a bit more detailed using the paint itself rather than try to sketch out each individual leaf. Also, may I just add, very impressive to find a tree that is more red than me today. Okay, well, postcard number 2 is done. I'm quite happy with it. I think this is more an interpretation of what I'm seeing rather than an exact replica of what I'm seeing. I think it captures the kind of vibe of what's going on here. This one didn't make sense to make like a cartoony kind of creature character thing, but who knows, maybe we'll see what we find for our third and final postcard. Walking through the more wooded area at the minute of Sheffield Park, but you can never get too lost because you're always adjacent to the great big pond here. Remember guys, it's a pond, definitely not a lake. So I'm just on the lookout for anything that makes that inspiration pop, anything that I see that I'm like, yes, I could put a face on that. I am thankful for these bridges because around this time of year, this place gets a little swampy, a little boggy. Is that Shrek? So that's a bit of a surprise. I was excited to go over and climb on this giant redwood. Normally every time we come to Sheffield Park, we take a little climb, do a little photo shoot. Seems like it was struck by lightning a couple of years ago. Now you can't go up to it. It's all been cordoned off and the top of the tree is missing. Damn. Everybody pour one out for the great Deku tree tonight. I'm gonna honor our lightning-struck tree friend by making him our third and final watercolor postcard. I think we've got a good spot here. I think we're gonna have a bit of fun with this one because I can definitely see a face in there. I can see a great big nose coming out of the trunk. So I think that's gonna be quite fun. Let's do it. This is definitely the most abstract sketch I've done so far. I've really embraced the Deku tree vibe here, tried to give it a bit of a face, and I'm gonna figure out how I can incorporate some details when I'm doing the watercoloring as well. But otherwise, kind of creepy. A little bit Zelda-y, a little bit Elden Ringy. Let's get going. The weather has been slightly against us. The wind has been trying to shoo us away. It's about to start raining, but I have finished my third postcard, and I'm really, really happy with this one, actually. This is probably my most abstract one, in a way. It should come as no surprise to you that I like my flights of fancy. I've definitely taken a bit of Zelda inspiration here. I've tried to imagine what if this guy had a great big face? What if he had eyes sunken into the bar? I tried to bring in some of the red to restore some of his redwood vibes. Unfortunately, since being struck by lightning, it does appear to be slowly dying, which is very sad. So some of the colors have faded. So I've tried to bring that a little bit back in here. What do you say we get out of here before it starts raining, which is going to any minute? I can feel it. I can feel it's going to happen. Let's get out of here, and then when we get home, we'll do our debrief. We'll have a big think about watercolors as a whole. The elements have decided it's time to pack up. That's fine with me. Put that in there. Tell you what else I've enjoyed, actually. The star of the show. Couldn't have done it without this. You can also tell that the weather's turning now because everybody is just gone. Everybody is scattered, so I think we better do the same. Let's go. And so, I am now back home and we narrowly escaped the rain. Although, would doing watercolors in the rain be so bad? Has anyone ever tried that? Maybe that would be quite a fun challenge. So I'm looking at what I made today, and I am genuinely really happy with the results. I think a different PJ would be looking at all of the imperfections and be really frustrated that that's how it turned out. But sitting here today, this PJ is looking at the imperfections and is loving them. I feel like that's kind of the beauty of watercolors. The fact that there are all of these odd splodges in places where I didn't mean for there to be odd splodges, I think that honestly kind of enhances it. In the past, I've tried to use digital watercolor brushes, but you never quite get the right effect. It never quite looks real. I've already mentioned how forgiving I found this medium to be, but I was really happy with how relatively simple it was to achieve such a cool layered effect. I think it's very pleasing, whether the messy look is indeed intentional or not. I think that's kind of the effect you want to go for when you're doing watercolors. I'm definitely going to keep practicing with this medium. Today definitely got me very excited to keep trying it. Plus, when it's this easy to package all of my watercoloring bits into this lovely clear plastic Barbie carrying case, how can I not take this with me everywhere I go? This is not a sponsor, this is just something I have. Don't ask why I have this, that is not your concern. Although if you know, you actually probably know. If anybody has any watercolor tips or advice, please do let me know in the comments, as I really do want to improve at this. Please just keep in mind, I am still a big watercolor noob. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Make sure to come and check me out on Twitch for my regular live streams. And if you want to see more videos like this, then check out my Patreon or my shop to help support the channel. All right, stay rad, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.